Welcome to the USA News Updates. Here are today's top stories shaping Africa and beyond. Rwanda has signed a cooperation agreement aimed at easing trade with the Zimbabwe and the Republic of Congo, also known as Congo-Brazzaville, by recognizing shared Africa quality standard. The agreement will allow product certified for quality in Rwanda to enter the markets of Zimbabwe and Congo-Brazzaville without undergoing additional testing. The same arrangement will apply to the goods from those countries exported to Rwanda. The agreements were signed in Kigali at the Ministry of Health, Affairs and International Cooperation on March 6, 2026, through the collaboration between Rwanda Standard Board and the Standard Institution from Zimbabwe and the Congo-Brazzaville. Under the agreement, a laboratory in the three countries are recognized as a meeting reliable international standards. This means the product tested in one country will not need to be tested again in another country. A move expected to speed up a trade and reduce cost for business that previously had to pay for multiple tests. The signaling followed a 3 days meeting of the African Organization for Standardization held in Kigali. The meeting focused on adopting 25 harmonized African standards related for clothing, textile products, and other related materials produced on the continent. Following the signing, 32 Rwandan industries were awarded certification confirming that their products meet a required standard for trade across African markets. Officials say the move will help to reduce delay at customs and laboratories in other countries. Readers say the agreement will not apply strengthen trade between Rwanda, Zimbabwe, and Congo-Brazzaville, but will also create a new opportunities for Rwanda to access markets within the Southern African Development Community. In Mexico, one of the three countries that will host the 2026 FIFA World Cup, has announced a plan to deploy nearly 100,000 security personnel to protect fans attending the tournament from drug-related violence. Mexico will co-host a global football event together with the United States and Canada. In Mexico, matches will be played in three cities: Guadalajara, Mexico City, and Monterrey. Guadalajara, the capital of Jalisco State, has recently been affected by rising criminal activities, with a report indicating that more than 12,000 people have gone missing in the region in the recent months. Security concerns have also been linked to activities of the powerful drug cartel known as the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, whose leader Nemesio Oseguela, widely known as El Metro, was recently targeted in a military operation. According to Mexico authorities, the government determined to ensure the tournament takes place safely. President Claudia announced a major security plan aimed at granting peaceful environment during a competition. Officials say around 99,000 security personnel will be deployed across the host cities. The force will include 20,000 soldiers, 55,000 police officers, and additionally private security staff. The operation will also involve 2,500 military and civilian vehicles, 24 aircraft, surveillance drones, and a special trained dogs to detect explosive and other threats. Both the Mexican government and FIFA say security challenge will not affect the tournament, which is expected to attract 1 million of visitors from around the world. 2026 FIFA World Cup is scheduled to begin on June 11 and end on July 19th, with the opening match set to take place in a Mexico City between Mexico and South Africa. On March 6, in 2026, major defense companies working with the United Military agreed to significantly increase the production of weapon and military equipment following meeting with the USA President Donald Trump. The decision was reached during high-level meeting at the Washington, D.C. blow together radar of major defense manufacturers, including BAE System, Boeing, Honeywell Aerospace, L3 Harris Technologies, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Layton. According to the White House, companies agreed to quadruple the production of advanced weapons, sometimes referred to as exquisite class munitions, which include high sophisticated missile and precision weapon used in a modern military operation. President Trump said that the explosion of production had already begun about 3 months earlier, and several manufacturing plants are already working to increase outputs. Defense officials say the move is aimed at strengthening the USA military capacity and replenishing stockpiles as tension and the military operation continues in the Middle East, including recent strikes involving Iran. In a statement after the meeting, Lockheed Martin confirmed it had committed to significantly increasing production of critical munitions and would work with other defense partners to maintain the USA state's military strength. President Trump also announced another meeting with the defense industry leader is scheduled in 2 months to review a progress on the expansion of a weapon production. The president of Iran, Masoud, has announced that the country interim leadership council has instructed the Iranian force to stop launching attacks against neighboring countries in the Middle East. In a message broadcast on state television, President Masoud said Iran had no intention to targeting neighboring nations, describing them as a brother and partner in the region. He emphasized that Iran seeks peace and development alongside other countries in the Middle East. According to the president, the decision was made during a meeting Iran's interim leadership council on March 16, 2026, where military was directed not to launch missile strikes against neighboring states unless Iran itself is attacked. The announcement comes amid ongoing conflicts involving Iran, the United States, and Israel. The United States and Israel launched military strikes against Iran on February 28, targeting the nuclear scientists, including Iran's supreme leader. In a response, Iran launched the retaliatory attacks against Israel and several Middle East countries hosting United States military bases, including the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Iraq, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Syria. The strikes reportedly damaged some of USA military installations and infrastructures, as well as civilian facilities such as hotels, airports, and oil and gas facilities in the affected. President Massoudi said Iran does not want to enter into a war with the neighboring countries and expressed the hope that diplomatic dialogue would help to resolve the tension. However, both the United States and Israel have stated that they will continue military operation against Iran until its nuclear infrastructures, long-range missile capabilities, and the related production facilities are completely dismantled. Those were the latest regional and international developments. For continued updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking news, stay with the USA New Times, your trusted source for global affairs.